Okay, so the match between Devon and Dave happened just a few days ago, and we saw the double kings move happen before our eyes. And above all the videos and posts that I've seen, it has left a bittersweet taste in viewers and fans' mouths, like hatred, and they lost respect for the elite guys using it to win. In this video, I'm gonna talk about the King's move in depth, and if you ever encounter one in your next competition, here are some options you can use in order to beat the King's move. Be sure to hit like, comment down below, and subscribe, and click the bell for notifications. And without further ado, here's my in-depth analysis of the highly controversial arm wrestling style, the King's move. So what is it, the King's move, you ask? The King's move has gotten a bad reputation for being an armbar move, that you are just using your bones to stop your opponent, and that you are just laying under the table and resting till your opponent tires themselves out. Like for example, the most famous or infamous, depending how you want to choose to see it, is Monster Michael Todd. Has a limited range of motion in his right arm due to constant injuries that he received during his almost 30-year-old career. But time and time again he says that he never uses bones to stop someone. He uses his back pressure, his hand, his pronation, and his muscles to stop someone, and he is constantly countering and adjusting. The birth of the King's move does not come from the injuries on his right arm, it came when he blew apart his left arm against Wagner Bortolato at an Arm Wars event 9 or 10 years ago. Before, his style was basically mostly side pressure based and strapped based, with his wrist flopped back and all of that.
I see Michael Todd in the worst position you can imagine, and he's switching it. He's getting for the tricep press. He's actually beating Neil Pickup with what is possibly a damaged arm. Unbelievable! And if you look at it, he's got it. Michael Todd retains the title, making it 3-3.
And when someone managed to get past his King's move lock, he has to let up because of his because in his words it feels like someone is snapping his arm in half. But from what I see, people seem to think that Michael Todd invented the King's move, but I'm here to tell you it happened way back. Here's a clip from Worlds 98, I think, when the famous legend Engin Terzi is facing against someone that used a more exaggerated King's move against him, and it resulted in that Engin found a way to win, but it resulted that his arm took a humongous toll since he was not used to pull with his wrist bent back. And from that point he has developed a strong distaste against the King's move. Another one who is more known for arm wrestlers that use it a lot is George Isakovits, also known as Crazy George. Despite his very old age, he's very famous for pinning down Artem Tainov to much heavier guys like Travis Pagent, thanks to his King's move. Fast forward to present time, people in the elite level are using it more and more. It kind of gives a mixed taste in a lot of arm wrestlers' mouths, both regular viewers and sportsmen alike. People say it's an unbeatable move, that people are cowards for using it, and it is a disgrace. But what if I told you there are ways to beat the King's move? In my mind, there are 4 ways to beat a King's move. Number 1. Make sure that they'll never get to the straps. A King's move is a strap-based move, and so it's highly dependent on the strap. If you are going against someone that is a King's move arm wrestler, make sure that it will never get to the straps. For example, the legendary arm wrestler George Isakovits is very known just for that fact. One who managed to beat him was Antoni Dall'Antonia in an arm wrestling event a few years back. There he fought against Crazy George and managed to win by making sure that George were not allowed to slip at all. Number 2. Climb over and press. Most of the King's movers are floating their hand in the straps because they expect their opponent to continually recklessly attack. What you have to do is climb over their hand to be more defensive than the King's mover. For example, Devon created that blueprint a long time ago to be patient and secure height and press, climb and press, and so on and so on. Number 3. Try to press them to the side of the pin pad in order to exploit their biceps by pushing their hand from the shoulder line and press down. There are plenty of examples of this. The more recent one was Devon and Michael from last year. Devon could not manage to climb because Michael clamped his hand, so he took that option away from Devon. So Devon was later on forced to dump his wrist and press him. Notice that Devon is pressing to the far edge of the pad to expose Michael's King's move even further. If we were gonna take a more recent example of Devon and Dave's match, what Dave, in my opinion, did wrong was that he continually dragged backwards, so he pulled himself out of the pad multiple times. Number 4. Make sure you are turning them palm up, because one of the King's movers' greatest weaknesses is when they lose their pronation. And if your cupping is not strong enough, do either one of the mentioned options above. And here is my general thoughts about the King's move, and it is kinda mixed. As a competitor, as a general fan of arm wrestling, I accept it as a part of this sport. And if you have had the option to use the King's move, and you wanted to win, you will also use it as well. I tried it a couple of times to study it and try it, and I can say it's a really difficult move to pull up properly. But I also see from the sides of the spectators, if someone has not seen a King's move or arm wrestling at all they will see is the two guys hanging, and they will not understand much at all what is happening. I will not show to a new fan of arm wrestling, since it would just look weird in their mind's eye. And as Michael Todd stated, that this move is not for everyone. And as Devon said, that this move is used by those who are ready to break their arm in order to achieve victory. And personally, I don't see it disappearing anytime soon, since those matches tend to attract a lot of viewers at the moment. And when it attracts viewers, it spreads the clip around and it brings them in money. But this is a strictly professional move and not something that amateurs should take after, in my opinion. Because that move is a really dangerous move, believe it or not. So yeah, that is my general thoughts about the King's move. Disagreements are fine and opinions can vary, but it is a part of a sport, whether we like it or not. So what are your thoughts? Comment down below and share your thoughts in a respectful manner. And if you like the video, hit the like button, subscribe and hit the bell for notifications. And have a nice day. Keep being awesome.